Another team in the AFC West that hopes to be in the thick of things, the Chargers. They reportedly have spoken to Urban Meyer, and that would come as a bit of a surprise to Jaguars fans who were thinking that they're just in the process of slowly landing the plane in Jacksonville. The Jaguars have essentially shut down their search. They interviewed Arthur Smith, the Titans offensive coordinator, on Sunday night because they'd asked for permission to interview him a week before.
Right.
So you go through with it. It's a Zoom call. Maybe you pick something up. You pick his brain. You do it. It's a courtesy. And hey, maybe you need to have him on standby in the event that it falls through with Urban Meyer. But, this is the thing about flirting with a college coach who's left a couple of jobs, and you kind of scratch your head, and does he really want to come to the NFL? And, you better be damn sure that this is what you want to do before you sign on the dotted line. And this process of getting yourself to the point where you're damn sure can take a while. And there's a certain point, Chris, where I would say if you have to think about it that long.
Exactly right, Mike.
Maybe you just shouldn't do it.
Exactly right. I mean, if you got to think about it that long, you're exactly right. Then maybe you're not, because it's not a dip your toe in the water type of job. It's just not that. It is a job for a real psycho, and I mean that in a very nice way. A psycho who's like, whoa, it's 5 a.m. I can't wait to get to the job and work and coach and do everything. And whoa, it's 11 p.m. and I'm going to go home and go sleep so I can wake up at 5 a.m. and do it all over again. That's what you have to be. You have to be a machine. And now, let alone deal with all the scrutiny and crap you got to deal with managing a football team. That's my big question with Urban Meyer. We've seen him get, worn out at 2 previous stops. And really, he was the king of those spots, right? I mean, he was the king. All the power, God, Urban Meyer, blah, 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 red carpet, whatever you want. So now he's going to go to Jacksonville where – you're not going to be the king. You'll be the king of that organization to a degree, but you're not the king of the overall college world and all that. I understand the Chargers flirting with Urban Meyer, Mike. I get it. Yeah, L.A., it's Urban Meyer. It's a big name. But I don't get it, really. You have a chance as the Chargers with a young team right now to get a quarterback and really have something with Justin Herbert where you can go, wait, we have a chance to have a quarterback head coach combo for the next 10 or 12 years. 15 years, who knows? With this kind of quarterback, it could be that type of marriage. That's not going to happen with Urban Meyer. And that, then you're back at square one. So that's why I just don't like that combination when you kind of link some of those factors together.
I'm going to be far more basic about it. I think it's an Urban Meyer leverage play.
Yeah, I hear you.
Get more out of the Jaguars.
Right.
And that's the other thing. It may not be Urban Meyer sitting around wondering, what do I do? What do I do? Should I do it? Should I not do it? It may be that Urban Meyer's decided to do it, but because he doesn't have someone else knocking on the door, he needs another source of leverage to get to that 12. It was so weird last week when I heard he's looking for 12, and I think 12 is reasonable, and then someone commissioned one of the reporters at NFL Media to say that was not relevant and false. Well, tell us what he wants then if you're going to crap on the number that's out there. Don't just crap on the number that's out there. Tell us what he wants. And why would anyone be retreating from wanting as much as possible other than to save face when they don't get it? That was the message. He ain't getting 12. Well, maybe he's still trying to get 12 or whatever he's trying to get. He wants 12. He's not going to get it, but he wants to get as close to it as he possibly can. That was my immediate reaction when I saw that yesterday. And this is the time of year, folks, to just have a little more of a critical eye, because there are plenty of ambitious reporters out there who are trying to always have scoop, 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 scoop. It makes you susceptible to getting used by people who have an agenda, who, for example, want to create leverage for Urban Meyer and want to scare the Jaguars by planning a story that may not even be true, that he's talked to the Jaguars, Chris.
Yeah,
or the Chargers.
No. I mean, Mike, the first thing I thought of when I saw that was, leverage play at that point. I don't know. Urban Meyer's made a ton of money throughout his career. We know that. But I think it goes back again even to, what you just posed as a question a few minutes ago. If $10.5 million to $12 million is what it takes to put you over the edge, then maybe you don't need to do it. That's what I would say. I mean, that's where I'd go, man, that $1.5 million a year is what's really going to do it after you've already got 10.5 in your, in your pocket. I don't know. I don't get that either. So we'll see where this goes. I mean, Urban Meyer is certainly the unicorn of this coaching candidates that are out there, and I would think it's Jacksonville or bust in my eyes. That's kind of how I look at it.
And two other reasons to think that. One, in Jacksonville, he's in charge. With the Chargers, he isn't going to be in charge.
No way.
He's got a GM there in Tom Telesco.
Right.
And you're going to have to answer to other people with the Chargers. You can run the show like you did at Ohio State and Gainesville in Jacksonville. The other thing, too, is to the extent that he's worried about the bottom line, Florida, no state income tax. California?
Lots of it.
For his bracket, 13%. 13%! 13 cents of every dollar that you make if you live in California. And this isn't an anti-California thing. It's just 13 cents of every dollar that you make if you live in California and the highest bracket goes to the state. If you're choosing, 0, 13, that's a factor. So, the plane is still landing. The question is, will the wheels touch? And will he put a pen on the paper and start making that U and finish it all the way through to the second R at the back end of Meyer? We shall see.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.